different, and that's because we are trying out a new platform called Bullhorn. So there's a lot of unknowns going on right now. The first time we're using this platform after watching a demo. S- So, like for example, why am I hearing myself in the stream delay? But I opened it up on my phone. That was my bad. Sorry for the pause there. Um, so let's back up. If there's anomalies, bear with it. We're learning. All will be good. We're going to back up to Podcast Evolution's last week. We went, we had a great time, and thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's a graphic down there talking about it. But Will Ferrell was one of the keynotes, met a lot of cool new people, was able to demo some cool new product like Bullhorn that we're using right now. And to really talk about Bullhorn quickly, it is a video streaming platform where we can stream through it to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch right now. And you've got to set up the stream keys to do that, which we just learned before that. So if you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, you're not going to be able to run to Bullhorn and catch it live. However, if you're using the Bullhorn app and or bullhorn.fm on your PC or Apple product, you can actually interact. When we put things on the screen, they can be clickable. So you can click and interact with that while the stream's still going on, which is a really cool feature that I'm extremely excited about. And we can move things around the timeline. We can add things on the fly. It's pretty cool. And I see Todd's jumped in, and I asked Todd to come in, and he's asked a question. But with this setup, I need to look at my phone. And he's helping us just test the process. No questions. Thank you, buddy. This is another cool feature. So, Todd, if you're listening, call in. Let's show people how that works. People can actually click a button and call in live. Now, there's no pre-screening. However, we found a workaround with that. We're going to have people qualify their phone number with us so we knew who's behind a number. And let's go ahead and add Todd to the mix right now. And this is what it looks like when Todd gets added to the mix. The screen, there it is on the desktop. On the phone, it popped up a little quicker, which is cool. Todd, welcome to the show.
Can you hear me okay?
And I'm not hearing you. Is the USB line in working?
Okay.
There, I think we got him.
There we go.
Wait, Todd, to the show.
Hi, how you doing? This is exciting. I'm super
first
stoked
time
about
caller, long time listener.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Hey Todd, I hope you. Thank you for helping us test this out. This is obviously, our first time utilizing this tool. And if you're watching this because you normally watch the Sitch Radio podcast, bear with us. We're doing a little T&E on the fly. Todd, do you have any questions for me?
No, I'm like super excited about this new platform and the reach that it will give us, and the ability to have call in and actually add some dynamic to the shows.
Todd, so you attended a few of the podcast evolution days with me. What was your biggest takeaway?
A couple things that I took away is like podcasting is growing. You're starting to see big companies. When I say big companies, New York Times, the LA Times, groups like that are taking podcasting seriously, and you're seeing it move from for their term, not my term, the hobbyist, if you will, to a viable media platform. And the other side of it too is what I think podcasting has done, and organizations like Sitch Radio has democratized information, which means that we no longer have the gatekeepers that we used to have, whether it's the traditional news media, the newspapers and magazines, to disseminate information. That we can get on here, have great conversations, and allow people to listen to and decide if the information that we're sharing is good information or bad. And we know this by our numbers and people listening. So I think that's really exciting as well.
Yeah, it was a great time. Listen, Todd, I appreciate the call. We are gonna move to the next. I'm just kidding. We don't have a next, but we have a button that says next.
All right, brother. All right.
Thanks,
I'll
buddy.
talk to you later. All right.
All right. So yeah, some of the things at Podcast Evolutions that were extremely exciting are just that people are creating content and then they're shopping it up, and shows are getting picked up by companies like Wandry, which is owned by Amazon, Paramount, Miami Herald, and it's just incredible. That citizen journalist is really coming to light. And if you have the ability to put together a very entertaining, educational, informative show, once you're on board with companies like Wandry, there's going to be funding made available to totally increase the production value and get it up to their standard. Their team joining yours, which is really cool. Super, super excited about that. Learned a lot about marketing, learned a lot about growing your podcast. If you're a customer of Sitch Radio, you received an email yesterday talking about some things you can do to grow your audience, which is, exciting, because that's usually one of the biggest complaints of all podcasters. But to cover all of this in detail, we're actually going to do a meetup, and Joey's going to throw that on the screen right now. Go ahead and click this link. If you're watching on Bullhorn, you will be able to, it'll take you to the meetup page for it's the other graphic, Joey, the one with, or the other ad, I should say. Same image as last time. So we're just going to move that to the left. You guys can't see the back end that I'm looking at. It's pretty cool. Then we're going to drag the ad down. Yep. It's an ad with cover art. There you go. Let's see. Let's see which one it is. Nope, not that one. The one to the left. See, we all get to learn, man. Pretty cool. That's the wrong one too. I guess it is the bullhorn one. Slide that one to the right and throw the bullhorn in there. There we go. Cool. This is really fun. I can't wait to play on the back end. Go ahead and click this. Bullhorn is actually going to come down to the meetup and demo the product, which we're super excited about. So, you're not going to get my layman's terms describing their product. They are going to be here talking about their product and its capabilities, and obviously show them off much better than we're doing right now. So you can go ahead and click that Bullhorn. If you're watching on Bullhorn right now, it'll take you to the meetup page. Go ahead and sign up. Come on down and join us. If you are not watching on Bullhorn, down in the show notes in the Facebook post, YouTube post, and Twitch post, there will be a link to the meetup group. So you'll be able to click that and get all the information. But it's Tuesday the 19th. Doors open at 6. We usually kick off about 6:30, and typically have you out of here by 7:30 so you can get home and do what you got to do. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Brews and Business meetup that's coming up next Wednesday. I've partnered with John Campbell, who used to host the 411 on leadership. He's taking North OC, I'm taking South OC, and we weekly will be holding a business networking meetup at a local brewery, to help these breweries, stimulate the economy a little bit. Now that they're not making hand sanitizer anymore and they're actually brewing some delicious drinks, and just to get out and mingle again, to meet people. We've had 3 so far, and they've been doing really well. Again, meeting great people, each and every one, number one. Number two, tasting some awesome things I've never tasted before, which is cool. So that graphic you can click as well. It'll take you to the meetup page for that. Other than that, I really hope you can attend the meetup this month, where we're going to be going in detail over some of the awesome things learned at Podcast Evolutions 2022. And if it's your first time to the studio, you'll get to see it and meet some of the awesome staff that we have here. That's going to do it for this episode, Joey. So let's pull that graphic and let's roll some outro music while I remind everybody, show notes, links are below, and be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Talk to you next week. fade the music.